So we're here.
We're here. I'm here. Wait, Mom, this is not supposed to be in frame. Oh, I'm so shy. Let me try one more time. I got this. Hi loves, it's Ashley. I'm here today with my mom.
Hi, this is Cara. Just like this, there. Yeah. Well, not like that, just straight body. And put your hand like this. Okay. Yeah, there.
Right now, we are going to be answering some questions from Sash Factor. Thanks especially for Adam Janato for curating these for us. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'm a little bit nervous.
So, getting started with the first question. Did you know you want to become a beauty queen? Was it a childhood dream?
It wasn't a childhood dream, but it always had been an interest of mine. Being Filipina, you see how pageantry has such a strong impact on our culture, because we've always seen it as this amazing platform, especially to invoke change and movements towards certain causes and advocacies.
What was your first modeling gig and how did you perform?
I was 7 years old. It was a show for Mama Rene Salud.
Yeah.
I'll admit my walk was not amazing back then. I was an awkwardly tall and clumsy little girl, but I'm forever grateful that that was my first experience.
Can I add something there? You actually became part of that because you wanted to be a fashion designer.
That's true.
And you wanted to meet Mama Rene. Not so much as become a fashion model, but wanted to be a fashion designer. And I remember you were so fascinated with the clothes on the rack before the show even started. Essential advice for aspiring beauty queens.
And kings.
And kings.
Do it for a purpose, do it for a reason, because whatever you're going through in terms of competing, you're gonna go under so much pressure from your country, from your advocacy, and from yourself. But if you have that strong foundation of the reason why you're doing it and what you're representing, you can never fail or falter.
That's good. Career path you would have taken if it wasn't in fashion or philanthropic shows.
I would have liked to do something with dermatology, but personally I've always felt that I was the more creative type, even since I was little.
Okay, let's see here. What are you struggling with the most in your pageant preparations?
My shyness.
A lot like me, the being shy type.
Yeah, because modeling, it's always been my Sasha fears. But with pageantry, you're not projecting another character that a designer had in mind when they made a garment. You're projecting yourself. So that's really gotten me to come out of my shell more.
Okay. Greatest lesson you've learned from the coronavirus quarantine?
To make time for all of the things that matter, and to never underestimate your mental and physical health, as well as maintaining your relationships with people.
Okay. Biggest difference in competing between a national and international pageant or competition?
During a national competition, you're spending more time with your candidates, so you do have opportunities to study them, as well as critique which parts of yourself you need the most work on. But at an international level, you need to know yourself, you need to be absolutely sure of all of your skill sets, and mostly you're showcasing more of what your country has to offer versus what you just have to offer internationally. Okay.
How did you gather all your gowns and outfits, and did you have financial help?
So I know a lot of girls and guys in pageantry nowadays, they're having some financial troubles when joining because they don't have the same endorsers and sponsors. But I think a great movement in the Philippines is how helpful and kind the designers are, especially when it comes to creating our gowns, our costumes. So for me, I have two designers from Miss Charm International, beloved Raul Blaza and Mommy Mickey Andre. Thank you again so much. And from them, we started to build a creative process for how we can showcase the best of Philippine fashion.
Okay. Thoughts on plastic surgery, facial fillers, or Botox?
I think it's okay if in moderation, but not to a point where you are altering your face from being recognizable.
So we have a difference there, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, but like a total
I'm more
no.
open.
Yeah. How did you choose your final gown for the Miss Charm International, which I actually love? It's a really beautiful gown.
So the story with my preliminary and my final gown, they're both designed by Rao Blaza. We had so many back and forth deliberations and discussions and decisions when it came to my gown. But ultimately, around the time we started designing it and putting it together, the Taal volcano in Tagaytay had erupted, and I thought I wanted to do something that was able to honor that. So I thought either the color of something to do with lava or the color of something to do with ash. We felt that red went best with my skin tone, so that's what really inspired my final gown.
So what is the biggest lesson you've learned from being crowned?
Think about things, especially when it comes to your career path, with a higher purpose. Before in modeling, I was ambitious about it for my own reasons, especially when it came to building connections and gaining experience in the fashion industry. But joining a modeling competition and winning a beauty pageant title gave me such a greater sense of purpose, especially when it came to what I was representing for the advocacies that I stand for in the country that I wear on my back. So that's been the greatest book of lessons as well as the greatest blessing it's been given to me.
Yeah, it's a good platform for what you're passionate about, right? Yeah. Okay, so advice to other girls or boys looking to join pageantry.
Find a sense of purpose for your reason to do it beyond yourself. I think that is the most essential yet sometimes underrated factor when joining pageantry. It's also a really strong act of selflessness. So when you're dedicating so much of your time, your effort into something that at the end of the day is donated to a certain cause, charity, or advocacy, you have to have a strong reason, you have to be selfless, and you have to be able to make your own self-sacrifices for what you believe in.
Okay. Controversial movement or topic you want to eradicate the most with your influence?
I think the topic of sexual assault and rape culture is very rampant nowadays. I feel that also it's still an issue in modern times because there are not enough women representatives battling this, and we also need men standing against this too, because it does happen to predominantly women. So that is something I'm very passionate and eager towards targeting.
How do you best prepare for the Q&A portion?
I have an answer similar to yours.
Okay.
But I think it also goes with more of reading about other people's perspectives, different people's stories, because of course it's essential to be updated on current events and understand what is timely and relevant, not just to yourself, your country, but also internationally. But by allowing yourself to gain different perspectives from other people and have an open mind, sometimes you may grow different understandings that you never had before. So I believe that that's essential when coming to Q&A because it's such an impactful answer.
Very good. Who is training you for Miss Charm, and what do you hope to learn the most from them?
Being an Empire talent, I am trained with Aces and Queens as well as Jonas Gafford, and they've been an amazing team of mentors helping me, as well as other pageant sisters who are also competing in separate pageants but training with me. The greatest lesson I've learned from them so far is to be dedicated, but at the same time, don't overthink things to the point where you forget to learn what's essential to yourself. And what I hope to learn the most from them is how to project well and how to be more comfortable on camera and on stage.
Okay. Yeah, those are all of the questions that I have for you.
Thanks,
so impressed
Adam.
with your answers. Thank you, Adam.
How did I do, Mom?
You did great. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Ah.
And I also look forward to seeing how you would like to train me in your own methods for pageantry.
Oh my gosh, your walk is so much better than mine.
We'll see how that goes. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Cut.
Done.
Done.
God.